Today, I want to talk about a new table topic, which is building frameworks. Frameworks are a really good way to outsource thinking to a structure or system so that you could focus on execution. An example of a framework is the PrEP framework that I use for table topics. You follow the PrEP framework, state your point, P, state your reasoning, why you think your point is substantiated, state some examples, E, and then restate your point again, PrEP. So that's an example of a framework. So as I said, we use framework because we want to outsource the thinking. Why do we want to do this? Well, it's because when you're traveling through life, there's a lot of unknowns. And instead of figuring out all the variables and try to analyze and synthesize all the data yourself, somebody else has already done it for you. So you follow the framework, you outsource some thinking, focus on the execution, and you can move faster than people who has to think through the framework themselves. Okay, but here comes a challenge. You can have framework like table topic, follow the PrEP framework, but you can't have a framework for living your life. Why is that? It's because each individual is unique. You come with your own set of patterns, your own strengths and weaknesses. So simply following a framework for life will set you up for failure. What are some frameworks for life? For example, black and white thinking. I should always achieve more things. While this works for somebody that's anxiously attached or somebody who has some sort of insecurity and they need to achieve because they've gotten conditional love in their childhood, something like that. But it might not work for somebody who's more avoidant. So, in that specific example, for somebody that is more avoidant, they see this framework for anxious people and they try to apply it and it doesn't work, and they conclude there's something wrong with me. Why is this not working? I'm following the framework, I'm executing, it doesn't work. Without knowing that actually these frameworks, you can't just follow them, you have to build them yourself. So that's something that I've been thinking of for the past little bit. Trying to take the shortcut of reading up self-help books or looking online, going on forums, trying to figure out, okay, what are some frameworks I can use so that I don't have to go through the process of actually figuring it out myself. And recently I realized that a lot of life is just dealing with this ambiguity. You just have to build the framework yourself, collect the data yourself, make hypotheses yourself, test it, and then change the framework as you need to. And always remember, once you have a framework, it is very easy to start preaching that as the one true way. But there is no one true way. Every person is unique. You have to take something and really synthesize it and apply it to yourself. And remember, this is a never-ending journey. As you go through your life, different challenges will come up. You'll face different things. Frameworks that have worked for you in the past may not work for you in the future. So if I want to leave everyone with one message, it is, there is no easy way. You need to engage with life, tackle unknown, face rejection, get the variables, try to build some framework yourself, execute the framework, see if it still works, and once it no longer works, you might have to change your framework. And that's it. See you later.